It's April 7th, and there's only 9 weeks left of school. Yay! Excellent. So we are working today. Our objective is 4.7a. It says I can illustrate the measure of angles and degrees as units. So we've been working on angles, right? We've been talking about different types of angles. Can someone mention one type of angle? Yes. Right angle. What else? Yes, Carla. Obtuse. Maria. Acute. Very good. Can you tell me how much does a right angle measure? Someone tell me. Yes. 90 degrees. What about an acute angle? Maria. So an acute angle measures less than 90 degrees. Very good. What about an obtuse angle? Brandon. So an obtuse angle measures more than 90 degrees and less than 180 degrees. Very good. What about a straight angle? What's the measurement on that, Ariana? 180 degrees. Very good. So today we're going to briefly discuss how to use a protractor. We don't have enough protractors for everybody, so we're not going to use them. What I want you to know, and the most important part of using a protractor, is the tick marks on the protractor, okay? Which is, as you know, it starts at 0 and then it goes 0. And this line right here, what does that represent? So from 0 to 10, what would be the middle? 5, right? So if I were to measure, right, I'm using these tick marks to measure. So the most important part, which on the STAR test, it'll probably only be asked. You won't need to use the protractor. The only thing you will need to know is how to read a measurement on the protractor. Got it? So we'll be working on that today in today's lesson, okay? So I'm going to change the view of the camera. I know, Caro, you don't have this paper at home, but you can go ahead and look at it and practice, and you can also participate. So let's go ahead and change the view of the camera so we can see it. Okay, let me go ahead and freeze this. Christian, give me that remote control, please. So let's go ahead and let's work on these problems. Thank you, sir. And let's go ahead and change the view of our camera again. And this is what I do all morning while you're not here. Okay, so we're changing the view of our camera. And we have our paper on the board. And she can see me. Okay, so really quickly, on number 1, the direction said, Brian drew the diagram below. If Brian draws a straight line from point A to D, okay, what kind of figure will he make? What is it? Parallel. A parallelogram. If you chose C, it is what? Correct. Oh, man, give it back to me one more time. I'm going to try it. Go, Dominic. Hurry. Oh, almost. All right. Wait, one more time. No? Okay, I give up. Daya drew the design shown below. The design appears to be composed of which type of triangle? Okay, so the first thing we know is, what can we eliminate? We can eliminate briefly 2 answers. Yes, David? F. We can definitely eliminate F and G. Is there any right angles here? No. Is there any obtuse angles? No. And we could also eliminate what? J. The answer is H. Okay? Excellent. So you guys are doing awesome. You guys are already experts on this matter. Okay? Okay. Let's move on. Well, actually, here. So I won't have to unfreeze. Let's look at these 2 problems to the side, okay? All right, so number 1 right here says, look at the triangles 1 through 6 shown in the rectangles below. Can someone make sure that my live class sign is out there, Giselle? All right, so it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? Which triangles are obtuse triangles? So immediately by looking at this, which triangle can I eliminate? Just look at it really quickly. eliminated really quickly. Which triangles can I eliminate? I want everybody, look. Which ones can I eliminate? I want everybody to say it together at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
3.
What? No. Look at triangles 1 through 6 shown in the rectangles below. Which triangle, so this is what? Plural, right? Are obtuse triangles, which means that there's going to be more than 1, right? So which triangle could I eliminate immediately because it is not an obtuse triangle? 1, 2, 3, let's say it together.
5.
Yes. Why? Because number 5 is what kind of triangle? Okay, it has acute angles, but what kind of triangle is it? Equilateral. What does that mean? That it has 3 equal sides and it has 3 acute angles, right? So if I eliminated number 5, how many answers did I eliminate? Which 2 answers did I eliminate? A and C. So now I only have B and D. And I'm looking for obtuse. Okay. What kind of angle or what kind of triangle is number 4? A right angle, right? So I can write right here so I won't get confused. Which eliminates which answer? B. My answer is D.
Yes.
So when I break down the answers the way that I do, these are test-taking strategies. This helps you understand why an answer is correct, but also why the rest are incorrect. I'm not trying to teach you, oh, choose A, it's the right answer. I'm trying to explain to you why an answer is correct. You need to understand the why, the how, the who, okay? All right, number 2. Which figure cut along the dashed line produces 1 trapezoid and 1 parallelogram? Here's the thing. If you don't know what a trapezoid or a parallelogram is, will you be able to answer this? No. So here's what I would do. I would look around to look at what a trapezoid is and what a parallelogram is so that I can answer that question. Go ahead and take a moment and answer that problem, please. Thank you. Quickly. Let's go. Okay, what's the answer?
Yay.
Excellent. You guys got that so quickly. So awesome. So awesome. All right, cool. It was. So the first thing that me personally I like to do is I like to draw on the side. This is what my trapezoid looks like, and this is what my parallelogram looks like. So I know that if I were to cut J, then I have my trapezoid and my parallelogram. Got it? All right, can you erase my board, sir? Okay, perfecto. So we're looking at these 2 problems right here that we have not done. Okay, let's look at them really quickly. It says, look at figures X, Y, and Z shown below. Did we do this already? Which statement appears to be true? Okay, none of the figures are trapezoids. Is that true? No. Which figure is a trapezoid, guys? So that is incorrect. So I would write right here a T, or I would write trapezoid. Because I know that Y is a trapezoid, right? So this is how you can show your work. Remember how we have to show our strategies in our paper? This is what I would do. Instead of like playing with my paper and trying to iron it out with my pencil, I would write these strategies. All right, so B says all of the figures are trapezoids. Is that true? No. And we're looking for the statement that is true. So do we do our true and false box? No, because we're looking for the answer that is true. Well, we could do a true or false box, right? Okay. C says figure Y is a trapezoid. Figures X and Z are non-specific quadrilaterals. Could that be your answer?
Yes.
Maybe. Let's look at the last one though. D says figures X and Y are trapezoids. Figure Z is a non-specific quadrilateral. Is that true? Negative. So my answer is C. Yes, ma'am. Non-specific quadrilateral. So what we're looking at to specifically concentrate on is the fact that what does quadrilateral mean? That it has four sides. Does it have four sides? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's non-specific because we don't know what it is, right? Like we could try to find out what they are, but it's like a general term. Okay? It's like saying, it's like classifying something. So let's say, for example, I wanted to classify some data, right? If I wanted to be specific, I could say all the girls with ponytails, please line up on this side of the room. So go ahead, quickly. All the girls with ponytails. All the girls with no ponytails. You have a ponytail, ma'am. Go. Are you a girl?
No.
Exactly. So what are you complaining about? All the girls without a ponytail line up on that side of the room. Okay. Do you see that that's very specific? Okay. What's the specific information? Girls with ponytails, girls without ponytails, right? Hold on. Let's change the shift of the camera so that Carol can see. So girls with ponytails, girls without ponytails, right? Okay. But what if, okay, I said, come here, all the girls. Come to the front. This is me being non-specific because I just said girls, right? So this is like the quadrilateral. Okay, you all have a head, two arms, and a bottom, right? So you have four sides, and that's the non-specific part. Do you get it? All right, have a seat. Thank you. All right, so the last problem. Let's look at the last problem. The last problem says, which shows an acute triangle. So this is the part that I really want you to concentrate on today because this touches on what we are concentrating on our objective for today. I can draw an angle and determine an unknown angle. So which shows an acute triangle? First of all, what I would do if I was working on this problem, I would make a side note right here. And I know that an acute triangle measures what? Less than 90. So what I would do is make a little note right next to the problem that says less than 90 degrees, right? Okay, so I wrote that. Now I'm going to look for an angle that measures what? Less than 90 degrees. So go ahead and find your angle. Immediately, just by looking at my angles, I know I can already eliminate one answer that I know is not correct. Which one is it? B. Why? Because B is what? A right angle. Okay? Who's ready? Go on to the next page. Go 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 to the next page. Look at it again. Go to the next page. Go to the next page. Look at it again. Go on to the next page. Look at it. Oh, sorry. Go on to the next page. Look at it again. Go on to the next page. That's not the next page. The next page is this one. Go on to the next page. Go. Start it. Go on to the next page. Go on to the next page. Look at it again. Go on to the next page. Go on to the next page. Start it. What was the answer? It was C. Look at this right here really quickly. This angle measures more than 90 degrees, so it cannot be an acute triangle because we already said it was less than 90, so it cannot be A, people. Here, this angle measures way more than 90 degrees. It cannot be D. My answer is C, because I knew that from 0 to here, it was less than 90 degrees. Remember when I told you that you will not need to use a protractor, but you need to know how to read it? This is exactly what I'm talking about. You see this tick mark right here? This is 0. Look. This is your vertex. You see it? So this is 0. This is 90. So if it's less than 90, what is it? An acute. Cuando tú estás jugando en tu casa, un juego, tú estás así pegado en la televisión, ¿verdad que sí? So, yo quiero que así es mismo como tú estás pegado así, enfocado, que tú hagas lo mismo aquí conmigo, ¿me entendiste? Dale. All right, let's go to the next one. Melanie, where's my board? All right, let's look at these 4 problems together. Let's look at these 4 problems, okay? It says Penelope made a figure using 4 rulers as shown below. Penelope made a figure using 4 rulers as shown below, okay? It says, which types of figures does she make? So if you don't know what a rhombus is, what should you do? Get up and look over there. A rectangle, a trapezoid, or a hexagon. So the first thing is that which of these answers can I immediately eliminate? Hexagon. How many sides does a hexagon have? 8, right? How many?
8.
Okay, you keep saying how many? Who keeps saying 6? You say 6. How many sides is the, how many sides? So look, a hexagon has exactly, it does have 6, it doesn't have 8. An octagon has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So she's right. She's the only one that's right, actually. So a hexagon has 6 and an octagon has 8. Say it with me. Hexagon 6, octagon 8. Octa, ¿verdad? Como 8. Okay? Hexa 6. All right? So aquí you can do this. Put 6. How many sides does it have? 4, so it cannot be D. A trapezoid looks like this. Does it look like that?
No.
So it cannot be B. Ahora tengo 2 contestaciones. Usted ve que si usted lee, puede encontrar la contestación. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay? All right, so now you're stuck between a rhombus and a rectangle. Is it a rectangle?
No.
So what's your answer? Rhombus. Okay? Let's look at this one right here, okay? Look at the diagram below. If line segment QS is removed from the diagram, what kind of figure will remain? So this is what I do, right? A rectangle, a trapezoid, a parallelogram, or an octagon. We already established that an octagon has how many sides?
8.
Will there be 8 sides? No, so I know it's not that. We already established what a trapezoid looks like. Will it be a trapezoid? Who said yes? Why? This is what a trapezoid looks like. Does that look like a trapezoid? If we remove that piece, this is what a trapezoid looks like. Is that what that looks like? Wake up, sister. So now we're stuck with a parallelogram or a rectangle. Is that a rectangle?
No.
So what's the answer? All right, so let's look at number 2 over here. Francisco drew 3 examples of obtuse triangles below. The first thing that I want to write on my notes is that I know that an obtuse angle measures more than 90 degrees and less than 180 degrees. So I write those notes immediately on my paper. Those notes are important for me to know. So you should be doing the same thing on your paper, writing them down. For a triangle to be classified as an obtuse triangle, one of its angles has to be, so look at this, okay? Look at what I've done. Since I already know that what an obtuse triangle is, I've already told myself what the answer is. I want you to tell me what the answer is. 1, 2, 3.
H.
You see how easy that was? How did you know? Because it's greater than 90. It couldn't have been F because it doesn't fit the profile. It couldn't be G and it couldn't be J. Do you understand why? Do you really understand why? So this is like a brain dump, okay? So every time I see something that I recognize, I write what I know about it so that it can help me with the problem. So because I know what the characteristics are of an obtuse triangle, I write them down so it helps me on my test. Do I know what a characteristic is? What is a characteristic? Something that describes something. So a volunteer. Come on. And come on, Giselle. I want someone to use some adjectives to describe Giselle and Samantha. Let's go. Maria. Okay. Someone to use another, but an adjective. Emily. Okay. Samantha has Nike shoes. Very good. That's very descriptive. Jaden. Yes. Sandra. Okay. Very good. What other adjective could you use, Mateo, to describe Samantha and Giselle by looking at them? Please turn your chair so you could see. Okay. Yes, Irox. Yes, but if I wanted to use an adjective, yes, Jaden. Okay, someone already said that. I could say Giselle has a white mask and Samantha has a... Okay. So what are the adjectives? The words that describe someone, right? So for example, the white mask as in comparison to the blue mask, right? So what are the characteristics of an obtuse triangle? Thank you, girls. More than 90 degrees, less than 180 degrees. So those are characteristics that you know immediately. You write them down, you get excited there, you're like, oh my God, I know the answer. You see how you were able to get that? Excelente. You erased my board, Melanie. All right, and then we're working on these 2 problems right here, okay? All right, it says Miranda drew, hold on. Says Miranda drew the hexagon below using points A, B, C, D, E, and F, okay? So how many sides did we say a hexagon has? 6. Who said 8 again? Dude. Hexagon 6, octagon, hexagon, octagon. Okay. All right, so Miranda could draw a line segment. Where's the line segment? It looks like this. So this is what I'm going to do. So I'll write line segment because I know what it is. So this is my brain dump on the paper, right? You should be doing the same thing. So I know what a line segment is. Which 2 points to create 2 trapezoids? And I also know that a trapezoid looks like this, right? And I'm going to write trapezoid. So I need to make this figure. I need to draw a line segment. This is my little brain dump. What do I need to do? Go ahead and do it. But look at your answer choices. Okay? So if I were to do F, A, and E, does this make a trapezoid?
No.
I know it's not F. Make it happen, people. Adric drew 4 triangles. Adric drew 4 triangles. Oh, wait, sorry. Yeah, so let's say the answer together. 1, 2, 3.
G.
Very good. It is G. So if I were to draw from C to F, I get 2 trapezoids. Okay? Number 3. Adric drew 4 triangles. Is that plural? Yes. Plural, a word has to end with a what? S. Go wash your face. Which triangle is an acute triangle? Which triangle is an acute triangle? Choose your answer. Did everybody choose their answer?
Yes.
Okay, say the answer together. 1, 2, 3.
C.
Okay. So. I know that this right here is what? A right angle, correct? Right? So it cannot be C, correct? So who said C? So the people that have said C, look at it. Do you understand why it cannot be C? Do you see the right angle? This is a straight line. You see how it makes a square corner? Cannot be C. So what's my answer?
B.
B. Look at B. Okay? It is B. All right? Got it? All right. So let's go ahead and let's watch this video. So here's the deal. Okay? I'm going to collect all your folders so that we don't continue with this thing that you don't know where they are. Okay? So go ahead and Emily, go ahead and pick up everybody's folder. Put your stuff inside your folder. Emily's gonna go around picking them up. And we are going to go ahead and work on, sister, don't do that because you didn't buy that. So don't do that. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and work on page 785 of the Think Up book. 785, open it up. Actually, no, don't open it up because, yeah, open it up. 785. 785. Is that 785? Let me see. So then it's 786, sorry. 786. And then we're going to watch this little video together. 786. 786, okay? Give me a thumbs up when you have 786. Then you need to turn around so you can watch this video, please. All right, 1, 2, 3. Everybody looking up here, put your pencil down. Yes, please. Oh. Oh, wait. Sorry. Hold on. Cara, are you still with us?
Yes. Yes.
Excellent. All right, let's watch this together. What is the angle of PQR? Yes. Are you sure? Somebody else. So let's look at really quickly here. So that's one of the things that I want you to learn, okay? So what kind of angle is this? Is it an acute obtuse? What is it? It's an acute angle. So if it's an acute angle, would it be 145, a 35? No. So look at this. While this may be on 145, there's numbers in the bottom as well, okay? So first of all, just by looking at the angle, you know that it looks like what? An acute angle, right? Therefore, you're looking at the numbers in the bottom. This is a 0, 10. Let's count together. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45. So it's actually 45 degrees, okay? So if the angle does not look like it's obtuse, if it was obtuse, it would have to be facing this way. It would have to be like open, an open angle, but it's not. It's an acute angle, okay? So that's what we have to concentrate on, knowing how to read the protractor, because that's how the question is going to come out on the STAR test, okay? So do you see how this is an obtuse angle? All right, so let's look at this really quickly. So how do you know that the measure of angle UTS at the right is 60 degrees and not 120 degrees? Look at your paper in the bottom and then write something down. Count it out and see. So how do you know it's 60 and not 120? Talk to your people on your table. So tell me, what is the answer? Is it 60 or 120? First of all, what kind of angle is this? Acute. So if this is an acute angle, it cannot be what? It cannot be 120 degrees. So it's what? 60. Now look at the measurement. Look. It starts, look at the vertex. This is the vertex. The vertex is T. Look right here, please. Okay? This starts at 0. We're going to start counting in the bottom. Okay? So since it starts here, let's start 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay? So let me show you a trick. Typically, we start counting this way. If it was 120, this bottom line would be on this side. Okay? Then it would be what kind of angle? Obtuse. Okay? But because this line is over here, then we know it's what? An acute angle. Okay? Now let's go on to the next thing really quickly. So since we know that this is an acute angle, what's going to be the measurement of it? 100 or 80?
80.
Excellent. You guys are experts already. See? All right, cool. So since we don't have protractors, what I am going to do is we are going to go to the next page to practice. Okay. Let's look really quickly right here. Okay. All right. So what kind of angle is this going to be right here? An acute. So it's going to measure less than what? 90. And what is this going to be? Obtuse. So it's going to be more than what? So because we don't have a protractor, I'm going to ask that you write here less than 90 degrees, and here you're going to write more than 90 degrees, less than 180 degrees, okay? That's all I want you to do. On 3 and 4, if it was 110 degrees, what kind of angle would it be? Obtuse. And if it was 50 degrees, just write that. Obtuse and acute. Right? Do that. Does anyone need to use the restroom? All right, let's go ahead and line up. Okay, so Carol, this is the end of our video for today. You can finish this page and you can go ahead and look at the agenda. The items on the agenda that we are actually working on today are the ones that say Thursday. Because the STAR writing test has been moved to Thursday, we have been working on today's class on that, okay? Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop recording right now. I'll upload the video, but